The Birds just can't stop adding weapons, as this time it's a serious slot receiver with kick-returning abilities that Philadelphia desperately needs. Plus, why Jihaad Campbell is about to get the Cooper regime off-season treatment, and all the highlights from day one of Eagles rookie camp, and my biggest takeaway so far. I'm Thomas Mott. This is the Thomas Mott Show. Eagles rookie camp is officially underway, as the newest draft picks and hopeful UDFAs took to the NovaCare practice field today for the first time, with the hopes of leaving a strong first and technically final impression before the dog days of summer keep players away from Philly until training camp begins. Okay, technically it's not the last time players are going to be practicing the NovaCare complex until end of July for training camp, but their chances to impress are few and far between, as rookie minicamp is just 3 days, and then Philadelphia's entire team will then be out there at the end of May for OTAs on the 27th, 28th, and 30th, as well as June 2nd, 3rd, and 5th, followed shortly thereafter by mandatory minicamp where you must show up on June 10th. As far as the start date for the actual training camp, well, not official yet, but look for that last Monday in July as a good starting point. Still, today's minicamp did tell us a lot, including a newcomer to the receiver room who might be the Birds' best answer to their kick-returning problem. First, though, Lindsay, well, she never actually claimed the helmet, which means I had to go ahead and redraw, so a brand new winner who is a subscriber and commented on a previous show, that was Charita Muhammad 7348. So, Charita, you won. Go below my description box, send me an email, prove it's you, and claim this thing because I go on vacation next week. More on that at the end of the show, so claim it quick. The way I can go ahead and send it to you before I leave for vacation. Now, the first thing to know about the rookies today is their jersey number selections are somewhat official, including Jihaad Campbell choosing kind of an interesting number 30, and Drew Makuba wearing James Bradbury's old number 24. The Vanilla Gorilla, Ty Robinson, he chose a pretty good number here, 95, which will look fantastic, and Smael Mondonand, the Birds linebacker, chose 42. Somewhat fitting, as the last linebacker to rock 42 was Super Bowl hero Oren Burks. Staying with London, he became the first Eagles draft pick to officially sign his contract, inking a 4-year, $4.585 million deal, which is a great reminder just how important hitting on mid to late draft picks is in the NFL. Rookie deals, especially in the later rounds, are dirt cheap.
Like, really, when I got drafted, like, Nakobe was the first person I called. So, talking to Nakobe, talking to Nolan, talking to JC, talking to all them, like, they're just really telling me how everything is and just, making me feel comfortable. Really, the main thing is, like, coming from Georgia, like, just keep doing what I did to get here. Don't change, don't get here and let up, think I'm here now, get here and even go harder. So just keep doing what I did to get me here. Don't forget what got me here.
Next, we also got a new addition the night before rookie minicamp as Philadelphia added one final UDFA and former Michigan and Washington wide receiver Giles Jackson. And I'll be honest, I'm excited about a lot of the UDFAs, but if there's one I'm super intrigued by, it's got to be Jackson. Now, Jackson is your typical undersized, undrafted college wide receiver, standing at just 5'8" and 187 pounds. But his skill set is exactly what the Eagles might be looking for. He's an undersized slot receiver with serious speed. Jackson called in a career 159 catches and 1,700 yards in college, lining up 73% of the time in the slot and running a pretty fast 4.45 40. The big kicker, though, is he actually had 2 kick return touchdowns during his time at Michigan before Washington, which is a skill set Philadelphia has lacked for a very long time. Jackson's current challenge, though, is actually making the roster as a receiver because, as we know, the receiver room was pretty filled up, although one look behind the real starters, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, start to kind of wonder, Terrence Marshall Jr., he's not guaranteed to make this roster, neither is last year's draft pick Anais Smith, so Giles Jackson, best of luck to you. There'll be 5 receiver spots, maybe you're one of them. Also, I want to give a massive shout out to the sponsor of this video, SeatGeek. You might not know this, but the NFL schedule, it's about to drop, meaning NFL games are right around the corner. And Eagles games will be here before you know it. And SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app to lock in your seats early. But of course, it's not just football, as MLB games are going on right now, the NBA playoffs. Essentially, Philly fans have a ton to look forward to as the summer rolls on and we head towards Eagle games this fall. And beyond sports, SeatGeek has tickets to over 70,000 events, including concerts, comedy shows, and festivals. I personally used SeatGeek a ton last year, including most recently the NFC Championship game, which, if you've never been to an Eagles game, Eagles playoff game is even more fun, but any Eagles game with the link is an absolute blast. And their 1 to 10 deal rating made it super easy to find the best value on tickets. Basically, just look for green dots, that means good deal. Red dots tend to be overpriced. So if you're grabbing tickets soon, go to below the link in my description box and download the SeatGeek app, and then go ahead and add the promo code MOTT10 to your account to get 10% off your next purchase of tickets. It's that simple. Click the link down below, use the code, and you're good to go. Now, the day for the rookies started with press conferences for literally every single draft pick except for Campbell and Makuba, since they already had their introductory pressers earlier this week. If you wanted a spark noted version of what every single player said, I think Ty Robinson about summed it up best.
First day, I'm just excited to learn everything I can. Obviously, I'm going to try and learn all the positions, but wherever they want me, I'll play.
Excited to be here, eager to work, I'll play wherever they want me. Come on, it's the first day. They've barely even practiced. What do you want them to say? I do think Cameron Williams, though, gave us the most info on how the Birds plan to use him, at least out of any of the rookies so far today. As the Texas tackle confirmed, he has played guard and has already spoken to Jeff Stoutland about possibly moving inside in the future.
Yes, sir. And at Texas, I played left tackle, but it was only at practice. Like, it was playing left tackle and right tackle my sophomore and freshman year. So I feel like I can play any position he puts me at.
About guard, is that something that you can?
Yes, sir. I played guard freshman year of high school when I moved up to varsity. Then I played guard sophomore year, Texas, in the spring game.
Now, what happened when they actually got on the field for day one of camp? Well, expect a lot of unknown players doing a ton of different drills. And by a lot of unknown players, I mean just look at the list the Eagles handed out to all the media members who watched day one. Over 10 UDFAs and over 28 different rookie camp invites. Despite all those players, Philadelphia only has one rookie quarterback in Kyle McCord to actually throw the football around. Although McCord didn't seem that bothered, as he told the media he's just excited to be out there and actually be an NFL player.
It hasn't really settled in, to be honest, and like coming here the past couple days and pulling up to the facility just kind of feels like I'm at like a summer camp or something. Like, it doesn't really feel like I'm part of the team. But I'm sure once we start getting into practices and spending more time, it's going to start to sink in. But yeah, I mean, right now it still is crazy.
Of course, it's basically impossible to pick a true standout from any rookie camp practice, especially the first one, because they're not doing 7-on-7s and they're not even wearing pads. But there were multiple reporters in attendance today who were very impressed by Ty Robinson, especially in person. I mean, reading that he's 6'6" and 310 pounds, it's one thing. Knowing he had the fastest 40 of any DT at the combine, that's another. But actually seeing a defensive tackle move this fast in person, and I think he continues to be my favorite day 3 pick of the entire draft. I'm pretty sure they got a steal here, both on the field and off.
I went to a great and the best organization in the NFL. So with that, I'll take that any day of the week. How crazy and dedicated the fans are to their teams here. It's definitely something I've been used to with Nebraska since, they all love their football there. So I'm excited to embrace that part of the culture as well with the fans.
Now, of course, the lone non-participant in day one of rookie camp was first-round draft pick Jihaad Campbell. Continues to recover from his post-combine shoulder surgery, and he simply just sat around, watched, and learned as rookies should. It is worth noting, but not a surprise, Campbell was actually with the off-ball linebackers, or at least watching with the off-ball linebackers during position drills, as the debate on how to actually use the multi-talented Alabama linebacker has kind of subsided over the past couple of days, with one anonymous NFL exec saying that Campbell was one of the highest grades I've ever given for a linebacker. Vic Fangio will use Zach Bond off the ball and Campbell on the ball, and that's huge. They will be the blitzers and the simulated four-man pressures that Vic runs. It can be like Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman in San Francisco. Okay, Willis and Bowman, that might be the best linebacker duo of my generation. They truly were the best of the best during their stint in San Francisco. If Bond and Campbell come anywhere close, this defense is going to be elite. Now, it is one thing to hear from Campbell himself about all the different issues going on right now, but it's another to actually hear from the GM who spent the first-round draft pick on him, as Howie Roseman went on WIP just yesterday and really answered both the position question and the injury question very well.
We are going to love this player and this person in Philadelphia. I couldn't be more excited that we were able to get him in this draft last week. And when you ask that question, I'd say yes. Yeah, I mean, a huge part about playing in the NFL is being durable and being able to play a lot of games. That's a huge part of what we look at when we're drafting guys. There's no chance that if he wasn't coming off of off-season shoulder surgery, that he would have been within distance for us to go get, because he's that talented of a guy. I think that over the last couple of years, our medical staff has proven their success with guys. That doesn't mean that we're going to be perfect, but we were very confident, even when we thought he was just a top 10 player in the draft, and we wouldn't come close to him about how he would be. I don't even want to say long term, because when long term, I think of this player playing for us 3, 5, 7 years from now, which we're all confident here that he'll do. But even in the short term, I think for our fans, this is what I would say. I'd say, in a situation, and I'm not saying this is apples to apples, but last year we drafted Coop in the second round. Coop didn't play till the week of our last preseason game. I mean, it's hard to remember, but he didn't start until week 6, which was really our 5th game. How did that work out? And so I think if we can be a little patient here, and make sure that this guy is right, and because that's what we're going to do, we're going to make sure he's right, that we are going to have a heck of a player for the Philadelphia Eagles for a long time.
Right there was Howie Roseman giving us a very realistic and honest time frame for Jihaad Campbell. Don't expect to see him maybe at all during the preseason, and especially during the first couple of weeks of the NFL season. I think he actually gets the Cooper DeJean treatment from last year. We slowly get worked in the starting lineup, but it takes a long time. You gotta remember, DeJean missed all but the final week of training camp due to a hamstring injury, played in just one preseason game, and then didn't really see the football field or become the rookie sensation he was until Fangio thought he was ready, and that was after week 5. So Howie Roseman, clearly this early in May, is trying to tell all of us to be very patient with Campbell. If he doesn't practice here and there, if it takes a while, they know that, they understand it, but they think once he's ready to go, he's going to be a major impact on the Bird defense. Finally, the Pro Football Hall of Fame officially opened up their new Eagles exhibit today to honor the Super Bowl champions. And the exhibit's going to have artifacts from all 5 of the Eagles' actual NFL championships and obviously their 2 Super Bowl victories. So plenty of Nick Foles, Jalen Hurts memorabilia. If you want to scratch that Eagles Super Bowl itch and you're going to Canton, Ohio, definitely check out the exhibit. Now, just a heads up, I'm actually going on a vacation with my wife to celebrate our 1-year anniversary starting on Sunday. And normally when I go on vacation, the past couple of years, I always bring my recording gear, I get some videos out, cover the news, but I'm going to completely unplug from YouTube for 10 straight days. We're going to Greece, we're going to try and just relax and have fun. So you won't hear from me, see from me, I'm going to relax on a beach, just going to try to take my first real vacation without YouTube in a very long time, and so I'll be back. It's just 10 days, but I appreciate you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and get ready for all the Eagles offseason coverage, including their minicamp stuff when the actual starters actually get there at the end of May. We'll cover that. Been a fun draft time, but I gotta take a break at some point, and this is gonna be the chance. I hope to hear from the helmet winner. If I don't hear from you in time, I'll ship it whenever I get back from my vacation, but just let me know. So again, down in the description box, that's the way to do it. I'm Thomas Mott, hanging out here on Friday. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.